Hello and welcome to Love Anything Art. Today I have a fun little experiment again using translucent clay, both the white or the colorless one and also the amber colored one. I'm going to begin with just choosing some colors that I thought looked good together. And these are the 4 colors that I decided on. You can use any brand or color that you want. And while I'm kind of cutting these up a little bit, I did want to do a little bit of housekeeping. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I do hope that you consider hitting that subscribe button. YouTube's analytics do show that most of my viewers are not subscribers, so if you've watched this video or any of my videos and you find the content useful or fun, engaging or appealing in any way, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It would really help my channel grow and reach more people, and I would love to do more projects. And also, I did start a second channel. That channel is called Frugally Delicious, and on that channel I do food budget challenges where I use minimal ingredients and buy foods for as little money as possible. I'll leave a link below if you want to check that one out. I have all 4 of my colors rolled out to about the same thickness. I'm going to stack those together in no particular order, just kind of whatever looks good. And if you have 2 dark colors, I wouldn't stack those right beside each other, kind of alternate between light and dark. You'll want to roll that out, making it a bit thinner. This would be really pretty also if you did like shades of a color. So if you took a purple and did like a really dark, a lighter dark, a lighter dark, a lighter color of that purple. I think that would be really cool too, actually. Kind of like just a black and white kind of version of this. That would be fun. You'll want to cut it in half once you've rolled it out a little bit thinner, and then stack it. Just be sure not to stack the 2 colors next to each other. And I've rolled this one out. I did go a little bit thinner than the previous time, but again, I'm going to cut that in half and then stack that. And basically you can do this as many times as you would like. The more you do it, the more the colors will become blended and a bit distorted. So you could just play with it and see how it goes. I ultimately did it 3 times. You'll see there that the colors are kind of pulling through the back color, which is kind of what you want. And then just start slicing off. This first cut here kind of looks like one of those brain scan patterns, or like a heat temperature, cold to hot. I'm going to just shave off all of the pieces until I pretty much use this entire block. And you can scrunch it up and make it flatter after you make cuts if you want. This will kind of help further distort it a little bit too, which, if that's what you're going for, that would be well worth the little effort there. And I had a little bit left here. I'm just scrunching it up a little bit more so I can shave off as many pieces as possible. Kind of looks like one of those geostones with all the little layers in it. These are all of the pieces that I got off of my cane. I love how each one is very different and unique. There's a couple that are a little bit similar. You could save those and make like a pair of earrings out of those, matching pair, or as close to matching as possible. For the backing of my project, I'm going to use this gold color. You could use whatever color looked good with your clay. I rolled it out in my pasta machine, but I do want it to be a little bit thicker. And that's because I'm going to continue to roll after I have all the pieces together. So I do need it to be thick enough to where I can roll it out and it will be able to go a little bit thinner. And then just stack all of your shavings on there, just laying them out flat in one little layer. I made 2 different ones of these. So each has a gold backing. And you'll see there the patterns are quite different. I'm going to make 2 different projects out of this. I do have 2 pieces of translucent rolled out. The one is the white or the clear color, and the other one is an amber. So I just wanted to experiment and see how these will come out, if it will change the colors in any way, especially after baking. So a little fun idea. I love experimenting here recently with my ideas. I'll do one on one and then one on the other. So just beginning with the whiter colored translucent, just placing a very, very thin sheet over that. And then I will do the same to the other one. I was very interested to see how this would bake up because placing the unbaked translucent clays on here, it does obviously look way different. And I thought it'd be really cool if they actually came out and altered the color a little bit. With each of those, I'm going to roll them out a little bit thinner, and that is just to get the translucent clay to stretch out a little bit and become a little bit thinner. You'll see there, this is still the amber one, so it does roll out much thinner and stretches out the clay, and it still has that amber undertone to it, but it definitely has pulled out the colors underneath a little bit more. And you'll see it's pretty thin. I'm going to do the same thing to the white one. They're both rolled out, and they still have the amber color, and the other one's a little bit more, I guess, milky or almost muddied. Kind of like you're looking through like a piece of milk glass. And to make it a bit thicker and so that the front and the back match, I'm just going to cut it in half and then stack it. And then you can cut out whatever shapes you want. I just like to use paper cutters, so I'm just going to use those. And then, just for purposes of being able to attach this to a necklace afterwards, I am going to just pre-poke my holes for my bails. Alright, I have baked my pieces. The one on the left is the amber, and then the one on the right is the white or clear colored one. And you'll see that they did come out slightly different. The one on the right does look a little bit paler, I guess, in comparison to the one on the left. And this was the pre-baked clay on the right for the amber, and then the baked clay on the left for the amber. And it did pull out the colors, and you can kind of tell that the colors have been muddied or diluted a little bit with that amber color. And then the same with the translucent clear one. And then the baked, the colors did come through, but again, it did almost blur, I guess, the colors underneath. Overall, they both came out quite pretty in their own way. And then that is just a piece there at the top of unbaked, so you can kind of see a raw piece with no translucent. They all three look quite different. And then I did apply resin to see if it would change at all. And the one on the right actually looks a little bit clearer and not so milky. I'm not really sure which one I like better. I'm probably leaning more towards the amber one on the left, but I'm not 100% yet. Let me know which one you think came out better, or if they just look the same and it doesn't really matter. And then, of course, I'm just going to show you the ending here where I just attached them to the necklaces. I really like them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!